How did you end up in Vienna all the way from Texas?
Well, I married a Navy man,
Mm.
and we moved up here.
What was his name?
William D. Roseborough, Jr.
And was he in the Navy during World War II?
He was a Naval Academy graduate of 1940.
How did you meet?
A Kappa Kappa Gamma, a sister of mine, who was engaged to another Academy graduate, and he graduated in 39. Incidentally, his funeral will be on the 24th. So they were sailing, and they invited William Daniel to come along and sail with them. And he said, Khaki, I'm going to go through Dallas, which was his home, and I don't know any girls to date. And she said, well, I know one, and I've given up on her. And she gave him my telephone number and so forth, and he called me, and I had heard from Khaki and said that he was okay. So he came. I was working at Magnolia Petroleum Company in the advertising department, and he had worked for the Magnolia Petroleum Company that came to be Saucony Vacuum,
Okay.
the Red Horse. And so I guess he wanted to sort of, he had known my boss, who was head of the advertising, and they were big buddies, and they liked to smoke cigars. And so I guess he wanted to look me over before the date that night. So he came by the office, and he wanted to come right around on my side of the, and nobody came around on my side of the desk. And I said, please, get back where you belong. And then Mr. Duncan, the boss, heard William Daniel's voice, and he recognized it, so he opened the door, and he said, Bill, come on in here, and let's have a cigar. So William Daniel went in, and they lit up a cigar, and I closed the door, sticking cigars. So then he came out that night, and I was doing over the house that I had bought before I was 21. And I had a BX cable that came across the hallway. And I think that's what brought us together. He almost decapitated himself on a decapitated. But then he liked to build, and I liked to build and tear down and so forth, and we hit it off.
What year did you get married?
In 42.
How did you get involved with the petroleum company?
The father of a boy I was dating, their family sort of adopted me. And he was a vice president at Magnolia Petroleum Company. And so he fixed me.
Nice.
Was that your first job?
Oh no, I had many jobs going through SMU. I was started out as secretary to the athletic department, then the theology department, and ended up in the secretary to the dean of the law.
Law school, yeah.
And I wouldn't take that for anything.
No.
I learned so much. In typing the exams.